black people are so insecure that they're willing to accept just anyone. You know, the African Americans have a saying, and it's regarding, you know, the tendency of black people to basically invite just anybody to the cookout. Yes, you're having your little barbecue, you're having your little shindig, having your little party, and you just invite any and everyone. Okay? So black people can't have anything that is just for us, because there are always those who are not black feeling entitled to be in our spaces, to be in our sphere, to be in our circle. And what do they do when they're there? I'll tell you. What they do when they're there, they study us. They study us. They learn about us. And then they elevate themselves from the knowledge gleaned from observing us. Okay? And when we are together, we are demonstrating, we are displaying ourselves, the full spectrum, right? As opposed to them. They will have lapses when they will kind of, the veil will slip off, right? But generally, they have a manner in which they conduct themselves. They call it, what do they say? Having etiquette. Being mannerly, okay? And in their mind, we can never measure up. Even the most lowly non-black person believes in their superiority over us. And yet, they insist on being around us. The white man want to have sex with the black woman. This white dude pursued me for, what is it? Ridiculous length of time. Like 20 years. Thinking he's going to have a booty call. Which he never did. Because I'm not her. I'm not the class of black woman that you've pursued who permitted you to place your penis into their body, to have children with, that you're no longer involved with because it was a hit and run. You got with her, you got a baby, you left her a single mama, just like a black guy would, right? I already talked about you. I never trusted you. Why? Because you're a white Rasta. I don't trust white Rastas. Every single white male I've encountered who considers himself a Rasta, who's Caucasian, with the locks, and smoke the weed, you know, all the stereotypes. All the stereotypes. Always gotta get some black piece of ass. Why is that? Why can you not be a Rasta and be with a white woman? You gotta be with a black chick, right? But the problem there is, you don't respect the black woman. You don't. And you expect the black woman to be like, in servitude to you. You consider yourself to be superior to her because she's black and she's female. Because if you decide you're a Rasta, Rasta is very misogynistic. Rastafarians are misogynists. And you practice misogynoir. You put down black women. So when you pursued me and pursued you, you were shocked. You couldn't believe that I didn't want you. You just couldn't get over it. You couldn't get over it because it's like, how dare me not accept you? You know, you're rich. You're so rich. Your name is rich. And you go golfing and you go skiing, right? But then when you're ready to slum it, you go around the black people. You go to Jamaica, right? You find a Jamaican girl in Toronto. And when you bring gifts to your son, your biracial son, knowing that he has brothers who are black, okay? He has black brothers, sisters, he has black siblings. It doesn't occur to you to bring something for the other children. That's how I know you're an asshole, okay? Because they're children. And they didn't ask to be here, but they got a mom who, whatever is her problem, she had the children, and the man didn't stick around. And then you had a child with her, and you didn't stick around. So it's going to look like something is wrong with her, right? Is something wrong with her? Or maybe she's choosing guys like you who are assholes, right? You don't deserve to have a woman. You are the type of guy, you're disgusting anyway. You look disgusting, and you are the type of guy who should pay for a sex worker. You really ought to pay, because you don't respect women either. You probably were drawn to, you know, a lot of you guys, you become Rasta after you were Muslim, and then you were this and that. You go through the gamut. You are everything and nothing. You don't even know your identity. You're a white guy going around. I'm vegetarian and I smoke a lot of weed and I play in a reggae band and I got dreadlocks and you know, and then you want to come after me, and if I don't accept you, you hate me. And I show you my ideology because I'm not following the mainstream. I'm not. I think critically and I move independently. Yeah. And you try to put me down. You take jabs at me, man. Oh, I'm enjoying the fruits of living in Canada. You already put my island down like we're nothing, right? And you, Canada, you're fucking great because you're Canadian, right? Right? Well, let me remind you, it's native land. And it's not even native land. It's indigenous land. Because before the native, there were the indigenous population that you're still trying to decimate. You're still trying to depopulate. You're still trying to murder. You're still trying to exterminate. Yes, you're trying to kill off black people. Guess what? My roots are indigenous. I have every right to be here. Right? You think you own Canada. You don't. You stole Canada. And you want to throw in my face? You know, guess what? I didn't want to come to Canada, by the way, just to let you know. If you need that education, I didn't want to come here. I wasn't suffering where I was on my island. My mother came here. They sent for me. Okay? The adults made the decision. I didn't make the decision. I was a child. Right? And that's why I'm here. And I'm here as long as I've been here. I'm still here. And you cannot send me back. You've been on my island. And from being on my island, yeah, guess what we call ourselves? Rasta. If you're supposed to be Rasta and proud, you're not a Rasta. Because you would have recognized that Dominica is the nature island of the Caribbean. And we say this with pride. We didn't want to be developed. We didn't want high-rise condos and hotels on the beach. Our terrain is mountainous. It's hilly. We have mountains and rivers. They said 365 rivers, one for each day of the year. In order to have rivers, you got to have mountains. Right? The water comes down, goes to the sea. And we embrace this. Liberty, nature, natural. Ital is what the original Rastas called the liberty, the food they ate. I cooked for Rastas when I was a little girl before I left the island. So I know about Ital. Now I'm vegetarian, right? You got some nerve. I don't trust you white males who call yourself Rastas. I don't trust you because you know damn well that black people are welcoming. Oh, you're a white guy. Doesn't matter what you look. It doesn't matter how decrepit you look, how disgusting you are. They're going to accept you because that's how they've been conditioned to just accept any and everyone. While you all go around in our spaces and places and lands and you look down on us with your sense of superiority, your complex of superiority. You already thought you were better than me because your name is Rich, right? And you play black people's music. You try to be as close to blackness as you can, but you can't. You're not black. Right? And me being here, how many people, all kinds of people are in Canada. Not just me. Why don't you go and talk to the others, all the other immigrants? You know how long I've been here, bitch? I've been here long enough that you should not be questioning my presence here. How dare you? No, I did not accept you. I didn't think you were cute. You were disgusting. You were dirty. You always looked dirty, sweaty, disgusting. I wouldn't want you to touch me. And I wouldn't touch you with a 10-foot dildo. How dare you? How dare you? So, no, I don't believe in Hwite Rasta. You can be an ally without trying to take over, take the identity, take the jobs. You take all the jobs, dude. As long as you're playing reggae music in a reggae band, the black musician isn't. Do you understand that? Do you understand that? You are taking jobs away from black men and women who could be playing the instruments you play. But you are so great. You're the greatest. You're better than them. You have this sense of yourself. You need to get over your damn self. Of course you're going to be fucking good at it. Because you get 98% of the gigs, dude. You hog them all. You make sure, you told me even when you're sick, you show up. You show up sick. And I asked you why, and you said because you're afraid that if you don't show up, somebody else would get the job. The somebody else is a black person, dude. You're the white guy. You're the imposter. The Hwite Rasta. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? How dare you even approach me? How dare you even look at me? Don't look at me. Don't you dare. I would throw up all over you. I'm sick of this nonsense. Black people just accepting all kinds of trash into our sphere. And they elevate themselves around us. They tell themselves they're better than us. They tell themselves they're great. I don't believe that. I never saw the greatness in you that you think you have, that you think you possess, that you dare think that you can touch me. I would rather have no one than to have you. Get over your damn self. No, I don't believe it. You know, the whole ideology, the whole idea of Rasta, okay? On my island anyway, in that part of the world where you like to look down on, right? It was a result of your people demonizing us to such an extent that the black youth, the black young men and some young women decided they want to break free of that society where we were demonized, where we were reduced to so much less than we are. And they decided they're going to not accept your Europeanized Caucasian way of living that you believe is superior, which is not. They were living on the earth of the land. Okay? Everything they were doing was natural. They were not even taking salt in their food. Okay? So, they were true to their nature. And they were being demonized again by your people, telling the leaders of where I am from that they have to get rid of, they call them dregs of society. That's why you call them dreads. You say, oh, they look dreadful. They look dreadful, but there you are with locks in your hair. No, you got dreadlocks. And don't you look dreadful? How dreadful the white guys look with locks in their hair. They look dreadful. They do. But locks, black hair locks, that's our hair. It's natural curl pattern, whether it's kinky curl, coily curl, whatever it is. It's made to lock, right? But your hair, your straight hair, it's just matted. It's not curled around. It's just a straight thing clumped together. That is not attractive. It's not appealing. But hey, you think, hey, you're fashionable. I don't know what you think. You don't think. That's the problem. How can you call yourself a Rasta and be opposing me, questioning that society that we're living in, that's doing all this shit to us? And only us, not to you. You're not affected by this shit that's going on. And you refuse to see it. You refuse to see it and you want me to follow. You want me to follow. I'm not a follower, dude. That's why I wouldn't follow you or accept you or go with you. I don't want you. And you just hate that. Because if it was back in the day, right? It was back in those times when you were master and I was supposed to be the slave. Then you could just take it, right? Then you could just rape. That's disgusting. You're disgusting. Leave me alone. Don't call me. Just leave me alone, dude. It's been over 20 years. You've been trying to get a piece of this ass and you ain't never going to get it. And all of you black women who are accepting these disgusting white guys who calling themselves Rasta, Hwite Rasta, you really need to smarten the hell up. I don't know what's wrong with you. You must be smoking too much weed too. All of you are drunk and high. It's disgusting because the way he treats the rest of the children and the way, and guess what? After he spoiled that boy, he spoiled that biracial boy, and that boy turned out to be a thief. That boy turned out to be very bad indeed. Okay? He didn't raise this boy well. He did not raise the boy properly. The boy is not a good boy. So, haha. Yeah. You thought your son was better than his siblings. How dare you do that to the children? Taking things to your son, and the rest of the kids get nothing. You can't even think to bring them a little ball. It's something cheap, right? Because you're rich, right? Your name is Rich and you're rich. And you just love to rub that in people's faces, how rich you are. And you're so tight-fisted, just like your founding fathers, right? You're assholes. You just want to take everything for yourselves and give everybody else nothing. And then you want to throw it at them. Oh, you should be happy to be here. You should be happy to be here, that you should be kissing my ass. No, I won't kiss your ass. I don't want you near me. Leave me alone. I'm Domina Della Pie, Mistress Asher Storm. Thank you for listening. Please like, share, subscribe. What do you think about the concept of Hwite Rasta? You know, it's like a black clans person. How about me in the clan? Joining the clan. You think that's possible? No, it's not. So why the hell are these white people becoming Rasta? Oh, I'm from the Nyabingi tribe. No, you're not. You're an imposter. And they should never have allowed you in the first place, because all you do is look down on black people. Every time you talk about black people, it's in the worst ways possible. Because you expect black people to just kiss your ass. No, that's wrong. That's so wrong. And you're not really proud of who you are, which is why you want to be a Rasta. We're great. Black people are great. Those who choose to be, haha. But you don't even go to those. You go to those who choose not to be, so that you could feel elevated. I see right through you, dude. Good day.